Hey, what's happening? Welcome back. Just wanted to update you guys on the little project here with the mock-up on replacing the HVAC controls, with the new ignition panel setup. And I got that fabbed up. I made some little filler panels on the sides just to kind of fill it in. It's not perfectly flush, but it looks really good. It looks totally passable. I just kind of have it clamped together right now, so when it gets secured into final assembly, it's going to be a lot tighter than even that. So anyway, I thought it turned out pretty cool. Like I said, I just popped that bezel out. I just used that old HVAC carcass as the shim to flush all this up and get it in kind of the factory location. And then that way I can use that factory bezel. It's a little tight around the lights right here, and I may have some trimming to do, but I like how it fits close when it sits right. Anyway, that's part of what I'm up to today. The other part is I got a new welder, and so I'm going to be setting that up. I'm not going to do it on here, but I've got welding and stuff to do on the subframe of this car with the subframe connectors and all that stuff that's happening whenever those arrive. And I did get something really cool, and I have not unboxed it yet. So I guess we'll do it right now. So these are race parts that came in. They were honestly used on a different car. The guy that owns Maximum Motorsports, Jack Hidley is his name. He was cool enough to sell me these. They were on a car of his, and he shipped them up from California for me after I was happy enough to pay him a decent amount of money for a decent product. But they were used slightly for mock-ups and for some things like that, I believe. I don't know if he ever ran them or not. I can't remember what he said. But, boom. Hawk Performance. These are, let's see. I don't know if you can see that. Axis pads. So, those are actually street pads, I think. That's nice to have, actually, so I can drive it on the street. And for those that know what they're looking at, hang on one second, I'll set this down. I'll pop this open. Boom. Stop Tech. Yes. 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 So much yes. So much yes. So I'm super excited about that. So those are the cows. And let's see here. Let's set this aside. Boom. How you like looking at the ceiling in my shop? Anyway, boom, and all right, baby. Open it for me. All right. I might edit that out. I might not. Some Hawk Blue pads. Those are track pads, which will tear your rotors up if you run them on the street. They're supposed to function in heat. All right, Jack did a good job of wrapping this stuff up. So I'm doing a slow job of getting it undone. Oh my goodness, yes. So, if you know what you're looking at, boom, 2-piece rotors, Stop Tech, slotted 13-inch, which should be big enough for my car's pretty light. So super rad. the two-piece design so that the heat soak isn't as extreme. The dynamics or the physics of disc brake on a car is it turns kinetic energy into heat. And so the main task, or one of the main tasks of the brake, is to dissipate that heat. And so that's why the two-piece design. So less heat soak into your calipers and everything else, getting your brake fluid hot, causing problems. Nice and wide, heavy. Those fins in there are to fan heat away from the rotor as you race it. It begins to get hot. And a lot of guys who race, almost everybody who actually races, puts ducting from what would be the front area of the car back in, and they blow it into the center here. Like you can see, there's a stock rotor off of a GT, and the fins here, it's just much smaller. Everything's just much less heavy duty here, but same idea. It's supposed to get the heat out of the rotor. So that's what those are all about. I'm super excited about those. It's a very expensive brake kit that he was really fair on the price with me, and certainly worth talking with Jack if you have any Mustang parts that you need to make your car actually handle. And so Maximum Motorsports is the company. And anyway, so that's kind of where everything's at. Still kind of collecting parts, doing a few things, working on wiring on this thing. I'll be showing you more upcoming on that, hopefully in the next week or so. And I did get, I got another junkyard find. Yeah. It's like somebody hit this car on every panel with a sledgehammer. I promise you, it looks way better on the camera than it does in real life. It's just a mess, man, but it's got some cool stuff. There's some good parts there. It's yeah, well, it's an 88. It's an auto, boo. Got gray interior. It's got some good stuff going on. Price was right. The engine is going to somebody else. It's a stockish 5-liter. The fuel injection's been removed, and it's just got a Edelbrock carburetor on it. But it's an HO. And so anyway, got that going on. And I will have one more Mustang GT that I'm going to use parts off that in this other car that I'm going to be getting hopefully this next week. And combining them to make just one car. And it's going to be a street car, but a fast street car with like a 6-liter-ish motor in it. And I'm going to turbocharge that one, so that'll be fun. I did have a turbo kit that was for sale. It's somewhere back over here. And I decided to just go ahead and keep it, and I'm going to run it on that new car. I'm just going to set that new car up as a drag straight line car. This one is a road race car. So it's built for curves and everything else. The other one will just be for straight line acceleration, drag racing. Anyway, hope you guys are doing great. Thanks for checking it out, and I'll talk to you later.